Yo, what up, YouTube? This your boy Jay Honcho. Hope y'all boys been staying safe and healthy as we start to wrap up the year. Today's topic will be a build video for 2K25. I know there's a lot of mixed opinion about the game with shooting and a bunch of other stuff, where it kind of feels like 2K21 current gen with the way people, have been running the same lineup with the center and small guard who likes to hide behind screens the entire game. And I ain't gonna lie, I was struggling when the game first came out and taking hella L's, but it all changed after I made this build. I've been winning consistently on the 1s, 2s, 3s, you name it, man. And this build, it could guard the 1 through 5, it could ISO, it could fade, it could do literally everything. And my player banner is finally red at MVP, which you don't see too much of in the game this year. So let's get right into the build, but before we do that, go ahead and drop a like on the video, man.
First name, last name, left hand, right hand, jersey number, it don't matter, man, just based on y'all's preference. This build will be a small forward, height at 6'8", 216 pounds, and 7'11" wingspan. Okay, so for me, I always like to start off with the defense because you can't win games without defense, right? You can have all of the offense in the world, but there will be times when you're in a shooting slump where you come off the screen and then now you got to get a stop on the big man. So starting off with the interior, push it up to an 82 with corresponding strength at 80. And this is just enough for you to hold your own in the paint and not get back down. So as you can see, we also get post move lockdown on silver with the potential upgrade to gold with the badge elevator. Next up, you're going to want to put perimeter defense at 92 to get gold challenger. And with the badge elevator, it could go up to Hall of Fame. And on the 2s and 3s, this is probably a little high since y'all would just play size and switch everything. But on the 1s, you'll be able to guard up the perimeter so easily. At least for me, I haven't had any issues, trying to chase after these 6'2", 6'3", 6'4 guards, just trying to chunk up a 3. So I'm able to stay in front of them pretty good. For steel, bump it up to a 73 for silver interceptor. And of course, with the badge elevator, it could go up to gold. And you don't need a 90 plus steal because when I play, I usually don't spam like crazy and know when to spam and time it right. But I haven't had any issues with the spamming as long as you time your steal right. For block, push it up to 74 to get bronze paint patroller. Defensive rebound, max that all the way out to 87. And don't worry about offensive rebound. I've seen some people in the park where they have low defensive rebound and high offensive rebound, which I kind of understand because shooting is not really consistent this year. But the game usually hold on the offensive rebound anyway, and I always tend to get a few of them each game without having to hit triangle Y. So definitely try to prioritize defensive rebound. Alright, so moving down to the physicals, you're going to want to move speed up to 81, agility up to 80 so you can get gold on-ball menace, and vertical up to 70 so you can get silver pogo. Okay, so now it's time for the remaining 3 categories. So move up to playmaking and max out ball handle so you can get silver ankle assassin, which could of course go up to gold with the badge elevator, and also max out speed with bowl. For pass accuracy, I know this will be controversial to some people, but in my experience on the 2 and 3s, I haven't had any issues with my passing. Yes, my passes are not as fast as those guards, but you kind of just need to be aware of the passing lane and make smart passes. With any other pass, it's guaranteed to be a turnover if you're just chugging it, throwing it, and not being aware of the lanes, especially with steals being quite a little bit OP this year and people just abusing the spams. So if you're aware of the passing lane and making all the right smart passes, you should be fine. Now for shooting, for me, I'm going to bump up my mid-range to 80 and 3-ball to 82. And this is more than enough for me, man. I'm grading consistently off the catch and off the dribble. And you could probably go even lower for these attributes, but 80 and 82 are the sweet spots to be able to green. And let me tell you something, I'm using tempo shooting, or what they call it, rhythm shooting. And this was one of the main factors to me being able to win games consistently. And this shooting feature is so OP, man. I'm telling you, I can shoot off the dribble, I can post fade, basically do whatever I want. And I highly recommend it to everyone to consider it if you want to be a great shooter in 2K25. And I know some people are hesitant to try it because they've been shooting with square for a long time, which I totally understand. But, you know, I've been playing park and shooting with square for 5 years now, but all it took was me practicing tempo shooting for a week before I really got it down. And yeah, it seems difficult, it seems challenging, you know, at first, but you know, just try to spend a week in my court or something, and you'll definitely get it down. And the green window is so much bigger because there'll be times when I feel like I'm mistiming it, but I'll still green my shots. So I highly recommend trying it out. And finally, we are down to finishing. So you want to move the close shot to 74, driving layup to 71, driving dunk to 78, and post control to 79. And this 79 post control will allow you to shoot fades consistently and be extremely toxic if you want to play that toxic. Normally I don't play that toxic, but if I see somebody come on the mic, start talking their smack, or they start playing annoying, this is what I'll do. I'll back them down, I'll spin off those guards for an easy dunk, and it's guaranteed a bucket every single time. So yeah, man, we have made a Catfish versatile stopper with shades of some good defensive players here. OG, Gerald Wallace, Jaylen Brown. And I'm telling y'all, man, I've been on an absolute run in the park with this build. I can dominate the ones. I can hold my own when coming off the switch on the twos and the threes. I can get a bucket for myself, my teammates, or pretty much whoever, right? And I have highlights of this build in my previous video, so y'all be sure to check those out to get a visual of how this build really is. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all for watching the video, and hopefully this build will change the outlook of 2K25 for y'all. Good luck, man.